starting at 7 o'clock. So we'll go for 45 minutes, okay? So let's come to your hands and your knees. Right here. And let's separate your knees, hip width, press your feet into the floor, palms on the floor, lower your belly down towards the mat, look forward, then exhale and round your spine up, and then lower down, inhale, exhale, round your spine, and then inhale, the microphone, exhale. It has given me trouble the last 2 days. So that's why I don't have my headset on. Round up. And then neutral spine. Now reach your right arm and your left leg. Extend that leg, extend the arm, bring your knee in and touch your elbow. And then inhale and reach. Do that again. Inhale, touch your elbow to your knee. And then reach. And I'm going to get out of my head right now because I'm in my head thinking about that mistake. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Inhale. Pretend that first 15 minutes was just, learning time, right? Something from it. Set your hand down and knee down. Let's change sides. So extend the right leg back, left arm. Spread your fingers. Bring your knee in and touch your elbow. And then reach and bring it in. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Place your hand down and your knee down. Extend the left leg back. So we'll start with the left leg. Press the heel away from you. Push into the floor. Look over to the side. And then center. Set your knee down. Extend the right leg back, tuck your toes, look over. And then center, set your knee down, extend the left leg out to the side, put your foot flat. And then shift your hips back so you reach the arms. So melt the heart towards the mat. And then lift up. And the other side. So right foot on the floor, walk your hands, and melt the heart towards the mat. And lift up. Set your knee down. Lift up into downward dog. So knees off the mat. You have to probably wiggle your feet back just a little bit. Push the floor away. Lengthen through the arms, the spine, hollow the belly. And look at your arms. So the inner arms should be facing each other. So your shoulders are externally rotated. Probably one of the most important points in downward facing dog. So many cues for downward dog, but this one is very important. Now look forward and bend your knees and step to your hands all the way. Inhale, half lift. Then exhale and fold. Inhale, rise. Press your feet to the floor, lift up, and bring your hands to your heart. Shoulders roll back, setting your intentions for class to be present and not in your head, right? All right, soften your knees. Inhale and reach. With a flat back, if you want to, you can hold your hips and fold over. So your hips, your pelvis tilts all the way over, and then at a certain point, your back does round so you can lower down all the way. Look through your legs. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands, sun salutation A. Step your feet back. Shift forward, lower down, all the way to the mat. Cobra pose. Elbows in, press your feet into the floor. Go ahead and keep pressing, lifting up your chest and hips, downward facing dog. Breathe. Pedal your heels. Move your feet apart, hip width. Then lift the heels and shift the heels over to the left. Push the floor away, lengthen. Feel that side stretch. Then lift up your heels and send your heels over to the other direction. Push the floor away. And then lift your heels
Nice. Now look forward and step to your hands. One big step, one giant step for our yoga practice. Exhale, fold. Inhale and stand. Good. Exhale your arms to your sides. Pick your shoulders up and roll them back. Sink down into chair pose. Reach forward, sun salutation B. Look forward. So main thing in chair pose, your weight just shifts back mostly into your heels, and then your heart lifts, abs in or pull in your front ribs. Then exhale, fold over your legs, lengthen the head forward, and then plant your hands, step back to plank. Shift forward and then lower down. Lift your chest up through upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So working a little bit harder. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Look forward, step your right foot beside your right thumb softly. Spin your heel down, warrior one. Inhale, looking forward, pull your front ribs in. Exhale your hands to the mat. Lift up the right foot, vinyasa. Right here, shift, so you can do cobra pose here or up dog. Working hard, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Look forward, step your left foot beside your left thumb. Warrior one, inhale, reach. Good, and then exhale, hands to the mat. Vinyasa, press into the floor. Lower down, cobra or up dog. Press into your thumbs and your index fingers. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then set your knees down. Walk your hands back to your knees and sit on your stand in your shins. I just want to go over this real quickly. So your hands, the circle. So you want to fill the circle, that base, whenever you have your hands on the ground. So what happens is when you lower down, this tends to lift, and your thumb and your index finger will start to lift up. So when you're lowering down, you want to intentionally press down into that area. And if you have your arms, externally, or your shoulders externally rotated with your inner arms at least facing each other, then that works much better. If you're like this, not so much. That's not good for your shoulders, okay? So let's go through one more round of sun salutation B with the lunge positions, warrior one, and we'll add on to that, okay? So lift up, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend your knees, and step a big step forward for your yoga practice. Lengthen the head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale and rise. Now, chair pose. Let's go to chair pose to finish that sequence. Now inhale and stand tall. Arms to your side. Shouldn't forget that. All right, coming back. Chair pose. Look forward, draw your shoulders back, abs in. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Lengthen your head forward. Plant your hands and step back, plank. Shift forward, lower down. Cobra or up dog. Remember the thumbs and the index fingers. Pressing down, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Then step your right foot through, or right beside your right thumb, and then set your heel down, warrior one. Inhale, hold, pause, knee over your ankle, and lift the arch of this foot, right? So you've got a good foundation back here, or anchor the knee over the ankle in the front. So we're just setting up for a moment. Now arms, reach to the side and reach up. Bring your right arm underneath your left arm. Eagle arms. So spin your hands around if you can. If you can't do that, here's where you are. So right there, point your elbows forward. Good. Shift the knee forward more. Breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Pull in your front ribs. Now unwind your arms and reach to the side. Hands behind, clasped, countering that stretch. So we stretch the back of the shoulders, now stretching the front of the shoulders and the chest. Reach the knuckles towards the floor.
You can square your palms or try to get your palms together. Reach the knuckles away from you. Feel the broadening through the chest right there. Knee of your ankle, look forward. Strong warrior one. Inhale. And then soften as you exhale. Now let your hands go or release the hands. Reach up. Hands to the floor. Let's go to plank. So step back. Plank. Shift. Lower down. Lift up through. Exhale. And back downward dog. Inhale, left leg. Left foot beside your left thumb. Spin your heel down. Inhale, rise. Is that a super southern rise? Now bring your arms to the side. Bring your left arm underneath your right arm. And palms together or back of the hands. Point your elbows forward. Keep setting up micro adjustments the whole time. Abs in, front ribs in. Point your elbows forward. Just because you arrive somewhere doesn't mean that it's perfect. You have to fix things whenever you get there, right? Knee over your ankle. Not that we're aiming for perfection, for sure. We're just aiming to help the body, protect the body. That's our point. All right, so now let's open up, reach, and bring the hands behind. Clasp your fingers behind you. Reach the knuckles towards the floor. Broaden through your chest. Looking forward, softening, but then pressing your feet into the ground. Good. Now, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, your hands down. Press into the floor. When you press into the floor, lift the left foot, heel to your glute, extend that leg back straight. If you start thinking about doing it that way, you'll get much stronger in that stepping in and stepping back. Shift forward, vinyasa. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 more breaths. Inhale, and then exhale smoothly. Inhale, lift your heels and look forward, bend your knees, step all the way to your hands, folding over, lengthening halfway, exhale, fold. Now separate your feet, hip width. Bring your right hand onto a block or the floor and reach the left arm up. So adding a twist to this fold position. Again, pressing into your feet evenly. Press into that hand. Nice. Now let's change sides. Left hand on the floor. Press into the hand or a block. You may need length. Nothing wrong with that. Reach up the left arm. Draw your shoulder back. Straightening your legs as much as you can. If you need to bend them, that's fine. Then bring the hand to the floor. Hands to your shins, lengthening forward and lift all the way up and stand. Let's balance for a moment. Bring your hands down to your heart. Shift your weight over into your left foot, left leg standing. Lift your right foot up off the floor. Bring your knee up. Grab the knee. Pull it in. So external hip rotation. Bring the knee to the side. And then bring the foot behind you. Point the knee towards the floor, balancing. And then lift up again. So you can grab the knee right here. Ooh, balance. And then bring it side. Heel goes behind. And then bring the knee up. Good. Again, side. Bring it back. And then forward, up. One more time. Out. And then back, and then forward. Nice. Arm side, balance. Extend the leg forward, balance. Strength, flexor strength, glute strength, lower down, legs, filling your quads. Yes, good. All right, let's do the other side. So standing in your right foot, lift up your left knee. Balance, bring the leg side And then bring it around, internally rotating, and then pull it up. Out, external, pull it in, internal, internally rotating, and then lift up. Do it again. Out, bring that heel back behind you, and then lift up. One more time. Bring it out and around, and then lift up. Excellent. Arms out, leg strength, reach. Good. Inhale. Exhale, look forward, set your leg down. Great job, super good job. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, fold over your legs.
Lengthen the head forward, plant your hands, step back, plank, lower down, upward facing dog. Press into your thumbs and your index fingers. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, now that the hips are warmed up and mobile, turn your toes out and then bend your knee. Reach the ball of your foot. Look over, maybe you can see your foot over there on that other side. Now make a rotation at the hip, right there, going out and around carefully. And then extend the leg straight. Bring the knee in and hover and plank. And bring the knee right to the outside of the elbow. And then lift your leg up, three-limb dog. Let's do that again. Knee to elbow. And then lift up. So this third time, we're going to step your right foot beside your right thumb. Right foot to right thumb. Spin your heel down. Warrior two. Up and over. So bend your knee over your ankle, press into your feet really well, like you're gonna pull them in towards each other. Good. All right. So now reach the right arm underneath your left. Eagle arms right here. Good. So look through your hands, then turn your gaze forward. Knee over your ankle. Point your elbows forward, lift them up, or lift the triceps. Then unwind your arms, send your hands behind you. Clasp, reaching the knuckles towards the floor. Knee over your ankle in the front. Bow forward over the front leg, and then lift up. Do that again. Bowing forward, and then lift up. Nice. One more time. 3 times. And lift up. Open up your arms and let's reverse warrior. Straighten the forward leg. And reach forward, bend your knee. Hands to the floor, vinyasa. Plank. Lower. Lift. Up dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Turn your toes out. And bend your knee. Notice the right elbow, straighten that arm, look up underneath and see your foot over there. And then rotate out and around. And then hold, extend the leg straight, toes pointing down, and bring your left foot through, or actually knee to elbow. Let's do that. Can't forget that. And then lift up. That just trains your core, strengthens your core, but also trains you to, when you come in with your foot, to have your back rounded so that you can get your foot between your hands. All right, so the third one, we're gonna step it through. So knee in, step your foot through, set your heel down in the back, warrior two. My back is against you. All right, no problem, right? Knee over ankle. Press your feet into the ground, reaching your arms forward and back. Left arm, bring it up underneath your right, and reach the elbows forward. You can maybe see my fingertips above my head right there. Maybe not. So you want to shift, press that knee out. So you're engaging the legs, press into your feet firmly, strong. Now inhale. Reach your arms out, bring the hands behind. Clasp,
reach your knuckles towards you. You can do this, right? Or palms together, better. And then you're gonna bow forward, carefully descending the chest, the chin down, and then lift up. Again, press into your feet, lowering towards that leg in the front, and then up. So it's on you're actually lowering on the inside of your leg, right there. And then lift up. Now, once you're up, unclasp your hands, reach, straighten the forward leg and reverse. Warrior. Reach forward, bend your knee, hands on the mat, and let's vinyasa, or you can go to downward dog, okay? So here, shift, then lower, lift your chest up through, upward facing dog, exhale back, downward facing dog. Everyone set your knees down on the mat, child's pose. So bring your toes to touch, your knees to the edges of the mat, sink your hips back, glutes to the floor, reach your arms forward, and set your forehead down. If you need to, you can stack your hands and place your forehead. So let's stay here for a few breaths. So 3 breaths total. Two breaths. All right, let's get moving. Hands on the floor. Lift your hips up. Tuck your toes, knees up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Stretch it out away from you. And turn your toes out and bend your knee. Twisting 3-limb dog. Extend the leg straight. Knee to the outside of your elbow. Right there. Do that 3 times and then lift up. Carefully round your back. Like you're going over a hurdle, knee to tricep. Do that again, round your back, knee to tricep, and step your foot through. Warrior 2, inhale, right there. Reaching, relax your shoulders, knee over your ankle. And let's reverse warrior, up and over, your arms over the ear, and then side angle. So flowing through this, form on your thigh, reach the arm up and over your ear, straighten the sides, and reverse. Up and over, good. So we're gonna move, we're coming to holding a balanced pose. Do that again, reverse. Coming into half moon pose, so listen to my cues, okay? So this pose, awesome for balance and then also for core strength. So look at your foot. I've got to slide my foot in so my head isn't out of the viewer. So I'm going to slide my foot in a little. Reach your right hand forward of your right foot and your thumb lines up with your pinky toe. Start to straighten the right leg and lift the left. Bring your left hand to your hip and turn your toes out. So press into your foot, press into your fingers. You can use a block right here, super helpful, giving you that extra length on your arm. Try to reach your right arm up and look to the side. Draw the shoulder back, and maybe you can look up. Beautiful. Nice. Now set your foot down. Slide your hands in. Reach the right leg up, 3-limb dog. And then again, step your right foot between your hands. Crescent pose. Inhale, reach up. Get your balance, press into your feet. So weight over your heel. Try not to distribute it forward. Now reach the right arm back, left arm forward, twist. Straighten the back leg, knee over your ankle, abs in, front ribs in. Bend your left elbow and bring it down to the outside of your thigh. Hands together. Looking out. Good. Feeling that right leg, I know. We're almost done. Inhale, lift up. Reach. Exhale your hands to the floor. Again, 3-limb dog. Send that right leg up. Up, 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 up.
And now shift forward plank, hover your leg, right leg. Bend your right knee, extend that leg underneath you, leg to the side, just stay right here. All right. Then if you want to, you can go to the edge of your, or insole of your left foot, reach the left arm up. Rock star, or sorry, broken star. Some kind of star. Exhale your hand to the floor, and 3-limb dog, and hover, lower, and vinyasa. Up, and exhale back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and lift your left leg up. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Look up underneath, don't flip. Extend the leg straight. Bring your knee and touch your tricep right there, and then lift up. So it's kind of like you're going up and over a hurdle, lift up, 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 and touch. You can go higher when you round the back. Do that again. Lift and set your foot on the floor and reach up, warrior two. Dancing warrior 3 times. So palms facing down, reach back, fingers up and over, and then the other way, side angle. You don't have to go low, just be comfortable here, strengthening your legs. So our focus here is to strengthen the legs, strengthen the hips, create mobility in the spine, and the shoulders and the hips. So one more time. And then warrior two. So coming to half moon. Bring your left hand down to the floor, forward of your left foot, slide your right foot in, balance, lift the right leg, flex your foot. You can look down right here, hand on a block, on your fingers, reach the right arm up, look side, maybe look up, arm up, hand to your hip if you'd like, reach, breathe, keep flexing that foot, strong, nice. Now set your foot down, bring it back up, hands all the way over, press it into the floor, press your hands into the floor, lift the left leg up, 3-limb dog, and step your left foot through, again, crescent pose. Inhale, reach up. Straighten your back leg, relax the shoulders, bring your arms to your side. And then this time, we're just gonna do it a little differently. Reach to the right arm forward, left arm back. There's your twist. Position, straighten the back leg, bend the forward knee. Now bend your right elbow. Elbow to the outside of your leg, hands to your heart. Good. Breathe. You got it. Inhale, lift up, hands to the mat. Lift up that left leg, up, 3-limb dog. Bang that knee underneath you and hover. Leg goes underneath. You can stay right here and press. That's just a good hip stretch, IT band stretch. Insole of your right foot, reach the right arm up. There's your core strength. Exhale your hand to the floor. Lift that left leg up. And vinyasa. So shift and hover for just a moment. Set it down before you vinyasa. Lower. Upward facing dog. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Breathe. All right, one more time through. We'll change it a little bit, add on a little bit. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Flip this over if you'd like, or just do an ankle rotation. Up and over, half back bend, bridge, or wheel pose, half wheel. Right leg up, and then right knee to tricep. And reach it up. The next one we'll step through. So really reach that knee up high and then step your foot through. Heel on the floor. Go ahead and reverse warrior. All the way up and over. You remember side angle. Put your forearm on your thigh. Arm up and over your ear. Look up. Good. Warrior. Warrior two. Half moon. So this half moon, be careful. You've got this. Hand on the floor, slide your foot in, straighten the leg,
And straighten the other leg. Then if you want to, get a quad stretch. Stretch the quad. Grab your foot. Balance. Then let that go. And set your foot on the floor. Warrior two. Yes, hands to the floor. Lift up the right foot, three-limb dog. Step your right foot through, coming to crescent pose. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Then forward and back, twisting. Bend your elbow and place it on the outside of your leg. Palms together, lengthen through the back leg. Nice. Now, open up your arms. And if you want to, go into an arm balance, placing the hands on the outside of your ankle. If that's in your practice, don't do it if it isn't. Take a deep breath in. Straighten the back leg. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. All right, so let's start to lift up the chest all the way. Strengthen that forward leg. Inhale, reach your arms up. Relax the shoulders. Hands to the floor. Three-limb dog. And then vinyasa. Lift up through. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Left leg up. Inhale. Turn your toes out. And bend your knee. Reach the ball of the foot. Maybe you can flip this over on the edge of your right foot. Lift up the hip. Arm over the ear. Good unflip. Left leg up. Knee to tricep. Lift up your leg. Knee to tricep. And this is when you're going to step through right there. Heel to the floor. Warrior two. Knee over ankle right there in the front. Press into both feet. Reverse. Side angle. Reverse. Do it again. Side angle. And then reverse. Sweep for warrior two. And then coming to bring your hand down, slide your foot in, half moon pose. Lift your right leg, right hand to hip. Turn your toes out to the side. Maybe you can grab your foot. Open the body to the side. Beautiful. Concentration. Let it go. Set your foot down. Warrior two. Spin your hands around to the floor. Lift up your left leg, three-limb dog. Then step your left foot through. Crescent pose. So widen your stance, arms up. Right arm forward, left arm back. Good, straighten the back leg. Bring your elbow to the outside of your knee. Palms together. Turn the torso, the trunk, shoulders back. Good, now inhale and reach all the way up. Exhale your hands to the floor. Lift up that left leg, left foot. Three-limb dog. And then vinyasa. So lower, shift, lower down. Upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Child's pose for a moment. So separate your knees. Just 3 breaths. Bring your big toes to touch. Forehead down on the mat. Or stack your hands or fists. Now coming up onto your hands and your knees. Come onto your feet. Malasana. Right there in the center of your mat. Bring the edge of your thumbs to your heart. We can't have a class without having just trying to get to a arm balance to feel a little bit of a challenge. Get a little out of your comfort zone for a moment. It's good. That's how we learn, right? Okay, so now place your hands on the floor. Just reach and lean onto your hands. So my knees are on the back of my elbows.
But then I'm going to lift my hips and slide my knees up to my triceps. And then I'm going to shift my weight forward. Shift your weight forward. Look forward. Lift your feet off the floor. 5 breaths. And before you're too tired, set your feet down on the floor. Coming into Malasana again. So Malasana with a twist. Right hand in front of your right foot. Lift up your left arm and turn. Core strength. Twist, spinal twist. Then bring your hands to your heart. Center up first. And then the other side. Bring your hands to your heart. Place the hands on the floor. Let's fold over. So look through your legs, straighten the legs. Place your right hand between a little forward of your feet, but in the middle. Lift the left arm up. Straighten your legs, pull your lower abs in, or just below the navel. Look up at your hand. And then bring the hand down, change sides. So press into the hand on a block or the floor. Reach the right arm up. And bring that down. Now lengthen the head forward. Exhale, fold, and bend your knees and sit on the mat. Extend your legs out in front of you, and now slower down to the mat. All the way. Reclined one leg pigeon pose. I like the sound of that, reclined, right? It just sounds really nice. It is nice. All right, bring your feet to the floor. Lift your hips up, lower back settles onto the floor. Wiggle your shoulders so your blades are apart. Bring your right ankle to your left knee. Setting up for one-legged pigeon pose, supine. Lift up your foot off the floor. Reach your hands through, grab the thigh or the hamstring, pull the leg in. So just want you to see the difference between this. We're going to do supine pigeon pose and then take it to facing the mat, our normal or regular pigeon pose, whatever regular is. So you can press your right knee away with your elbow, pull the leg in, feel the stretch on the outside of your hip. Then I want you to kind of exaggerate the pose by pulling your knee out to the right, not just energetically. Then set your left foot on the floor. Let your knees drop over to the right side. Bring your arms out like a cactus. Like that, so bend your elbows and turn your gaze over to the left. Pull your back in towards the floor, or pull your abs in so you can bring your back towards the mat. Good. Now let's lift the knees, let's change sides so we can go into regular pigeon pose facing the mat. So lift the legs up, reach underneath, grab, pull that in. Flex both of your feet. Notice what you're feeling in your hips right here, your back, your shoulders. Energetically pull the knee out to the left. Breathe in and breathe out. And then as you're exhaling, lower the right foot to the floor. Go ahead and bring the arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Let your knees tip over to the left and look over to the right. Then lift your legs, lift your knees. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Now you can roll to the side or Cross your ankles and roll up. Come onto your hands and your knees. So our final pose, and then we'll sit and close our eyes. Bring your right leg up underneath you. And so your foot, you press your toes down into the mat, your knee points to the outside edge of the mat. That's an important point, you guys. Walk your left leg back, put the top of your foot down. All right, so get comfortable right here. Just come down to your forearms. If you have blocks, you can put your forearms on your blocks. And then reach forward. We're just gonna be here for 3 breaths. So you want to press your toes into the floor. Press that leg underneath you into the floor, the foot behind you into the floor. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now walk your hands in. Grab your knee. Put your forearm on the floor. And then walk your right hand to the outside. So we're going to add a twist to this pigeon pose. You'll feel your glute on there on the right side, looking over the shoulder. And then look forward, or look at the mat. Untwist, hands on the floor, tuck your toes, lift up your knee, downward facing dog. And then change sides. So left leg underneath you, knee to the mat, pointing to the outside edge. Tuck your toes into the mat back here or here, and then put the foot down flat. Look forward. So your hips stay squared. And as you move towards the mat, maybe your glute comes all the way down and then the thigh on the other side. So we're getting a good hip stretch, flexor stretch. And then when you walk your arms forward, your shoulders, put your forehead down, just 3 breaths. Don't let the foot back there sickle or drop out. Lift your head, walk your hands in. Look forward, then grab your knee with your right hand, put your forearm down like that, and use that as resistance and kind of look over to the side. I look over your shoulder. Twisting. We could take this much further, but we're not. There's other ways to position the shoulders so that you have that shoulder and hip disassociation, but we're just gonna stay right here to finish class. We're in the last minute of class. All right, so hands on the mat, sit on your left hip, and we're just gonna spin the legs around, forward, seated. Walk your hands down to your heels, take a breath in. Exhale. Flex your feet, inhale. And then exhale, sit up tall, cross your legs, and we will together sit, close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, open your mouths and let that go. Bring the palms together. Then bring the edge of the thumbs to your mind's eye, the third eye. And thanks and in gratitude. Then the edge of the hands to the heart. Namaste, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. I'll see you again. Leave me your comments. Sorry for the mistake of leaving the sound off. I'll get that right. I need a monitor. Bye.